Nothing wrong with that. I ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Global hustler.
Nah, no doubt, no doubt. Well, first of all, thank you for joining, man. Thank you
All the
for
time.
joining New Music Wednesdays, our little platform we got here, and
Yeah.
sharing your time with us, man. Really appreciate it. And
All
shout out to you. I know you got the new project going on. We're gonna get into all of that stuff. Um, you know, yeah, let's talk about it now. Heck, man, what's
the
going on with the music, man? I know. First of all, y'all
time.
had the dog pound joint. You
Yeah,
know,
that was the first of the year, yeah.
yeah, man. How was that going? How the energy go down with that?
It's still going down every day, man. You know what I'm saying? We just venturing out, you know. I just seen a lot of people dropping albums like Ice Cube, you know what I'm saying, and other people dropping albums, and this person dropping an album, and this person drops. I'm like, fuck it, I want to have some fun too.
Yeah, that's right.
So I went in there last week, about 7 days ago, and I made this album in 4 days.
Hold on. So you're saying you went in the studio last week,
Yeah,
7 days ago,
yeah,
put the
yep,
joint together in 4 days and released it,
yeah. 4 days released it. Yeah,
bro. That's
I
incredible.
had to make a promise with my daughter. It was her birthday,
Wow, that's
and,
incredible.
and then
That
the
is
Chronic
incredible.
came out on that day too. The Chronic came out 32 years ago on that day.
Wow, shout out to you, man. There
It
are
was
levels. There are
it was
levels
just
to.
a challenge. It was just a challenge for me, pressure to do it. Like, let me get this shit sounding good. I'm ready. I'm finna drop me another album. Shit, I'm on a motherfucking roll right now.
I'm gonna say so. How does your vault look? How many records you got in the vault?
This is my little studio I create all my shit in right here. I keep
Mm,
all these inspiration albums and shit on the wall.
yes,
You know what I'm saying? Two
fire.
Crew, Public Enemy, Dead C, Ice Cube, Easy, Criminal Mindeds, EPMD. You know what I mean? Just
Yes,
my little
sir.
range. Lock myself in here for about 4 days, come out with it. Shit. My philosophy, Ice Cube, Ice T, Boys in the Hood, DPG, Menace to Society, you know, two computers on the wall, going
Mm,
back and forth.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? I built all this myself, you know what I'm saying?
fire.
I do construction. I build houses and homes too at the same time, man.
That's awesome, man. This is what I'm saying. You diversified. That's
Yeah, most
crazy.
definitely.
You build studios too.
Yep. I just opened up a salon out here to braid hair in Georgia. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, look at that, man. Look at Dilly, aka Daz, over here doing multiple businesses, ventures. Man,
I
let me
mean,
ask you, when you first like got into the game and in music, I mean, I know, sort of know the answer, but did you ever think you'd be doing all of this? Like, did you ever think it would go this far for you?
nah, cause we was broke on the corner dreaming about that Lexus. You know what I mean? Trying to call a homie 187 211 on the pager to come bring us some weed. That was the code.
What was it?
187 211. 187 on the undercover car. So we put 187 211 in the pager, and the homeboy L Dog come up there with two bags of weed.
Wow, that's what's up. What was the quality like back then?
It was Chronic back then. That's why we named the album The Chronic.
Mm,
They had cess weed, but then the Chronic came out, and that was that light weed, that light green weed,
yeah.
hydroponic and shit. You know what I'm saying? And now shit is everywhere around the world. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So we got everybody to smoke Chronic and smoke weed when we came out with the Chronic. You know what I mean? From the epidemic of crack cocaine, you know what I mean?
Facts, man. That's ill. So the way Chronic helped get cats off, not get them off of crack, but the new cats was like, we're gonna do Chronic versus crack.
I
That's
mean, the
really
Chronic album got marijuana legalized,
damn right.
and they making money off of that shit, just like the prohibition of liquor.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So only people that ain't got the heat of that is Brian Kemp.
Mm, man.
And Bush.
Shout out to Daz, man. Look at that. Taking a dream and going too far with it. All over
Hey,
the world. That's
it
what's
was
up.
all a dream.
Yeah, man. That's how it goes. That's how it's supposed to go. Um, all right, well, let's talk a little bit more about the project, man. So the
Yeah,
inspiration came from your daughter
yeah,
and
but just everybody in the rap game, from Kendrick Lamar to everybody dropping albums back to back at the end of the year. Fuck it, I want to have some fun too. So I went in there and had me some fun. So I made me an album too. You know what I mean? And told myself you're gonna come out with this on the 15th. You know
mm,
what I mean? So Snoop come out on the 13th, you come out on the 15th.
fire. Shout out to Snoop, shout out to the whole
Yeah,
DPG. Um, and the album's called Dilly the Dog.
the Adventures of Dilly the Dog. You know, my whole life, you know what I'm saying? And it's from cartoons and everything I just draw and jot down. I'm what, almost 33, 34 years in the game in this rap shit.
Mm.
And I'm just, I thank God that we still living and continue to keep smashing and mashing.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. I wanna play a joint off of here
Let's get
and
it.
let's get it. Which one you want to rock? Which one you
I
want
mean,
to play first?
you tell me, shit, I'm ready to get it cracking. Which one you think? I like
Yeah,
all of them. I like
yeah,
Don't Waste My Time too, but shout out to Cool Dollar for mixing my album, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, no doubt. All right, let's get into this one right here. Let's do it. This is Don't Waste My Time. Going crazy over here. Oh my God. Should have
And
lived.
see I just dug in my bag of beats, right? That beat right there, like 20 some years old,
Mm,
and it's still bang.
I hate you. I hate you.
crazy.
I hate you.
All these beats I really just dug in there and just said, oh, let me grab this. I wanted to rap on this one, this and this. And then some of them beats 10, 20 years old. I just put them in there, put them lyrics on there, and put them vocals on there and direct what I need to direct. And, you know what I'm saying? It just come out naturally, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is, Style.
I hate you, Daz. I hate you,
I
Daz.
love you, Style.
Listen, listen, Daz. You know how far me and you go back.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I ain't got to sugarcoat shit. And you know me. I don't just ride
Give
up.
it up for anybody, anything.
You know me. You know how I do.
I
So
know how you do it.
for you to come and play this bullshit to me and not let me hear it first, I should kick your ass down.
It came out too quick though, you know what I'm saying? It was like I was rocking that shit up and
Yo, listen, I can vouch for that. He's a workaholic. I've been to that studio that he's at now in Atlanta. So listen, he is a workaholic, and I co-sign my guy any day. And I'll put him up with some of the best producers any day because he definitely a workaholic, and he drop albums and half of the people don't even realize it. Like, damn, he dropped the album. Then got to go back and check it out and be like, damn, I wasted time. So don't sleep on my guy, yo. Like
I mean, when the album's
who's
out,
singing the hook on that record?
that's Daryl Allen. That's Cool Dollar homeboy cousin.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah, that's good. And,
Shucks.
I'm gonna utilize everybody around me and everywhere I go in the coalition, everything. You know what I'm saying? That's just
Holy moly
I
guacamole.
love giving people opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck it, nigga, let's make history. This is one
Ah,
chance in a lifetime.
yo, listen, and you know he can sing his ass off. So I
Yeah,
that record is out of here.
he on my last album. We're gonna shoot a video for this one.
We
At
yo,
yeah,
gotta shoot the video for this one.
we're gonna shoot it at Poncho spot.
Ha ha, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Nah,
Playing
well,
Poncho.
it's easier to smash though. It's easier like that's riding music. Got a
Yeah.
message in there. It's got everything, man. And Factor
I
B.
revamped another song too that I did off the T.I. album.
Mm,
My Life. I did part two, My Life, on this album right here. Because when I made the beat for that T.I. song, I just flipped it, and me and Shorty B put some shit together. It's
Yeah, let's
called
get
My
into
Life.
that too. Let's get into that too.
Yeah. So, that's part 2 of My Life with T.I., but it's all Daz Dillinger and Shorty B on this one. Shout out to T.I.
Let's do it. We want to hear the beat. We still want to feel the record we just want to ride. We
Yeah, that's
just
what I said. It's ride music.
That's what I'm saying. We just want to ride, you know. So
Yeah.
shout to you for that, man. Couple questions, man. There's a couple questions coming down. I know that.
Let's
But I
get
gotta
it.
ask this one. Rest in peace, Nate Dogg. I know that wasn't Nate, but
Nah,
rest in peace, Nate
that's
Dogg.
Shorty B. You know who Shorty B is?
No, let's break it down.
Shorty B is the one who playing the guitar on Too Short, getting it, getting while the getting is good, getting while the getting is good. Yeah, he play on all that whole album. His name is Shorty B. He with the Funkadelics, all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But he played that on Too Short, getting it while the getting is good. So if y'all love that Too Short, getting it while the getting is good, that's Shorty B for you. He produced the first T.I. song with me. That was My Life. He was on the bass. So.
Fire. Yeah, yeah. The music is all up in that joint.
Yeah,
Fire.
but we miss Nate Dogg, you know what I'm saying? We really getting into it with his son, you know what I'm saying, and molding him. And his son been dropping a lot of music and stuff, just each one teach one, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be on this earth for long, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I need to put out a lot of music, you know what I'm saying? So the kids can flourish off that shit, because I ain't got no bills, you know what I'm saying? Everything I got paid for. You know what I mean? Got to think smart. My mother always told me, be wise with your money.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Words of wisdom. Words of wisdom.
you
Yeah,
got
I had to ask because I'm not sure if you have any Nate Dogg joints in the stash from back in the day. I know you got beats. I know that there were times when you probably just made music just to make music. Um,
I got a lot of verses and stuff. I got Nas on verses. I got Biggie on verses. I got Tupac on verses. I got the whole fucking rap game in my hard drive. I just say came out with it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of politics and shit like that. But it's just something that I know I got that's a jewel.
yeah, 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 yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Uh, so let me ask, like, how often do you record or do you make a beat? You know,
I make beats out in the morning time.
mm,
When I get up and hit that blunt in the morning.
yeah,
I go in there and make, but then sometimes I gotta push myself in the studio, like nigga, go on and get in there. I'll be like, no, I don't want to get in there today. You know what I'm saying? I might have the computer on for 6 weeks or something, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta turn it off, turn it back on, to click back in. But I can go in there I can walk in here anytime, you know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
I got a studio from here to California to Miami. Everywhere I go, I got a setup there, you know what I'm saying? And I got homes all over the place in Mississippi. I got a studio out there, you know what I'm saying? So, and then I got all my hard drive hooked up to everything. That cloud is a motherfucker.
Shout out to the cloud. You got to protect it, baby. That's all I care about. I don't want to hear no flood story. I don't want to hear no fire. I don't want to hear no massive outage. You got it backed up. We are good.
Yeah, we got it backed up. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes, yes. Well, I'm Pastor Mike. Shout out to my man B Tip in the mix. B Tip, what's good?
What up, Thanks to Yale. Shout out to everybody here at Digiwaxx. Dad, finally got you on Digiwaxx.
Yeah.
Hey,
Shout out to Fuzzy.
hey, for sure. Hey, look, some of the questions, we usually ask here, bro. I'm gonna just tell it straight up, man. Back in the days, man, Daz was like the first person that artist out of Long Beach that I can remember that was on a major label, Death Row Records, and then was doing his own thing as an independent, doing
Yeah.
independent music. I didn't understand it back then, but shit,
I
now I
understand
understand.
that it was like, it was $10 a unit.
Yeah,
It was $10
exactly.
a unit, you know what I'm saying? So 1,000 CDs to get you 10,000, and
Word.
100,000 CDs to get you 1,000,000.
That's what's up. Hey, so real quick, one of the questions, bro, and I already, man, Dad's a straight up hustler.
Man,
So
shout
what?
out to B-Tip, because B-Tip been around us since we was from knee high, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
He got a lot of footage too, y'all.
They some of them already know. They know who the owner is. You know who the owner is. So
Yeah,
we
they know
gonna,
who the licensee is.
yeah, yeah, let's talk to him. But
Yeah.
I don't want to start no mess on. Hey, but look, but that's the truth. But real quick, man, entrepreneurship, man. You in the housing? What else you into? I know you buying property, houses. What else is Dad's doing as far as entrepreneurship outside of music?
Outside of music, I'm just really concentrating on construction. I just got my construction license, to be a contractor. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a contractor on my own property because I own a lot of property out here in Georgia. If you're the property owner, then you can be the contractor and go pull your own permits. And a permit ain't nothing but $100. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? I go get me a fence permit. I put up me an 8-foot fence because all my properties is commercial. And
right.
I don't fuck with anything that got to do with a homeowners association. It's like you renting your own house. You know what I'm saying? It's $600 a motherfucking year, 1,000. Then they put a lien on your house if you don't pay their ass. So that's why I just going to go to these auctions out here and I just buy up all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So right now, today, I just went and surveyed this acre and a half that I bought for $4,000 out here. And I didn't had it for like 4 years. So now I'm finna put a tiny home on there because they said I can only put a 1,400 square foot home on this property. So,
Right.
and just having property and rent them out because one thing about life, you got to have somewhere to live
Yep.
that you call home.
For sure.
That's that
Hey,
rich laugh, by the way. I'm sorry, B.
hey,
That's
That's
yo,
that
the
rich
smart
laugh.
way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? There's niggas out there that got more money than me. You know what I'm saying? I just know what to do with mine. I done had it, lost it, get it back. Now I know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect that money, man.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
for sure, bro. Thanks. I don't want to take up everybody's time. Good seeing you,
All the
Dad.
time, B. You know I love you, B, too.
Love you too, Dad. Peace to you.
All the time, baby. You know it is.
We're gonna pass the mic to DJ Endzone, but real quick, I gotta ask you, what was the moment that you said you made money, you lost money, you made it back, then you started to figure out what to do with it. But what was the turning point? Was there a book? Was there a guide, somebody that you served as a mentor? What was that turning point for you to be like, now let me get my shit together and now I know what to do?
My turning point is when I went to the bank to go buy me a pound of weed. And they put a lien on that money and said I couldn't get it out because I didn't pay taxes. That's when I had it in my personal name, into my real name. Then I learned from them white folks, put it in the business. They can't go in there and touch it. So that's why I stepped my game up, had to pay off the IRS, had that money, we young niggas, said should giving us 200,000-300,000. I'm 16 years old. Balling out of control, you know what I'm saying? Just fucking it off. Didn't know about, like in California, you just rent, you know what I'm saying? There's concrete out there, ain't a lot of shit to buy. Out here in Georgia, I never thought that I would achieve more than what I got being out here. So shout out to Georgia, man, you know what I'm saying? Because, it's an opportunity of a lifetime out here to have this and that and to buy shit and all kind of shit, man. Like in California, ain't nothing but concrete. What the fuck is you gonna buy? They're gonna overcharge you.
Mm.
Concrete's almost $400 a yard. That ain't big as your table. So imagine them doing a whole yard on the freeway and shit like that. That's a lot of money. Concrete costs. So, just being wise with the money. And then my mother, her voice always pop in my head. Be wise with your money. So I always try to spend that, you know what I'm saying? So, and then having property taxes when you pay it off. Like I live on a 3-acre place in Mississippi that my mother had handed down to me. And that bill, and I just got that bill in the mail, which is $234 a year to live in that house on that land. You know what I'm saying? And then the property I got out here in Georgia ain't number $2,000 a year. And I just built a 4,000 square foot house in College Park. You know what I'm saying? That I'm renting out. It's gonna be looking like doggy style land. You know what I'm saying? For people to come out and rent because FIFA coming to Atlanta 2026. So that's why I'm building these homes and stuff like that because orderly, they like the baby they come down to them. You know what I'm saying?
had a rich laugh. Oh my God. DJ End Zone, you got the mic, sis.
Hey, what's
Hey,
up, Daz?
how you doing, sis?
I'm doing good. I'm DJ Enzo, female DJ coming out of South Carolina.
Most
Loving
definitely.
the joints. I'm definitely loving them joints. Next time I do a West Coast mix, I would definitely put that in there. Something
Thank you.
different, something new. And I want to say I was born in the year 2000, so I wasn't around when Chronic and all that came out.
Yeah,
But when GTA 5 came out, that's when I discovered who you were. And I was like, I'm liking this joint because there was a song, What You Want to Do, that
yeah.
was in GTA 5. So my question is, how would you feel about your song being in GTA 5?
I sued their asses. So, but it was cool because my kids told me about it, you know what I'm saying? And just to have songs I got more than one song in the GTA from Tupac, the music of that, and What Would You Do, and Nothing But the Cavi here, a couple of more songs, you know what I'm saying? That was a nice big check out of nowhere. So, shout out to DJ Pooh. DJ
Yeah.
Pooh is the one who run all GTA. He's the creator.
Yeah, because he co-produced San Andreas.
Yeah, and he and our crew. So, he be looking out.
Yeah. But that's how I discovered him. I'm actually glad I did. And a lot of people they get upset. They was like, "Oh, these kids know this song because of GTA," but I know it before it came out. I'm like, "Well, I wasn't born in the '90s to know about it." So when GTA 5 came out, that's how I knew
Yeah,
who you were. And I was like, "Hey, I'm liking this joint," and that's all I listened to you ever since. And it's
I,
like I said, I love the joints you that we heard today, and I
yeah,
would definitely put that in my mix. And
sure.
yeah, that's it for me.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I appreciate it, Enzo.
All right.
All right. D Lopez.
Hey, what's going on, Das? Or
What's up, Logan?
what's going on? The moniker is Dilly the Dog, so maybe I should refer you as Dilly the Dog for
Oh,
the
yeah,
album.
all together. Dad's Dilly the dog. It's all to the good.
Yeah, no, I remember you as Daz at Dillinger with the Dog Pound.
Oh, yeah,
I'm yeah, nice to meet you. I'm David. I'm out of New York City, and I
yeah,
I was going down memory lane, because just being in high school and when y'all dropped New York, New York, and just being in New York and just and then when Mobb Deep and them dropped LA, LA, like I wanted to ask you like what was it like to live through that time? And did you ever see yourself doing an album with Capone, over 20 years later? And I'm looking forward to hearing that guidelines, just from the insight, like living through it and being involved with it, you know.
yeah. I mean, just time time take you to different places, you know what I'm saying? From there to me and Capone hooking up 20 years later, dropping the album, you know what I'm saying? And just hip hop period took me all over the world. You know what I'm saying? When we made New York, New York, that song wasn't no diss song. That song was a song we was bigging up New York because the hook is made by Melly Mel. And plus we was hanging with Melly Mel. You know what I'm saying? He was in the Death Row studios with us and all that. So we made that song, and then Tupac got out of jail. So that song took a whole nother turn when we came to New York. It was just a misunderstanding. And then, after, the Funk Flex and all them just put the hit out on us on the radio, it just the song turned into the video, and the video turned into kicking some buildings down. You know what I'm saying? But then it's like 30 years later, 33 years later, you know what I'm saying? All my peers from Buster Rhymes, everybody, we just all family, you know what I'm saying? We take care of each other, and, you know what I'm saying? It's just a whole nother vibe and just redirecting what was misunderstood, you know what I'm saying?
And that's a beautiful story, like to see your growth as men. Like
Yeah,
you said, that was misunderstood. And I remember Jay-Z had that line. It's like New York got soft ever since Snoop came through and crushed the buildings. But I didn't know the history. It was a misunderstanding. Y'all were bigging up New York. I think it was the visual. But LA,
when
they
we
went
started
back at
bringing,
you.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
when we was bringing six folds and Cadillacs to New York.
Yeah, that's awesome to look at. Um, but just that misunderstanding and just to see how y'all partners, y'all grown, y'all got a whole album out called Guidelines that just came out 2 years ago. And
Yeah.
you know, to see you on Drink Champs and just to talk about it's a beautiful thing in hip hop to see the evolution, how you go from young men to grown entrepreneurs and men and just evolve and could tell the story to your kids and grandchildren. So salute, man. Salute to everything you contributed to hip hop.
Appreciate it, man. I thank you. D Lopez.
Yeah, V Lopez holding it down. Word up. It was wild times, but that shit's, whatever. Who's next? C Styles, the monster. He's back. Go ahead, C.
Okay. So we already know. I was gonna say them records is like vintage Daz. That's not no new age Daz Dillinger. That's vintage Daz we was hearing on both of those records. That's
Yeah.
all I kept. That's all I kept hearing in my like. I closed my eyes and listened, and all I could think of was is young Daz, like how Daz when he first came out, he was really on it.
Yeah.
So I just appreciate you not changing your style up and sticking to your guns. You know what I'm saying? Because we always had these talks, me and you.
Yeah. Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So I tell you all the time, I appreciate you not switching your style up and keeping it true. Because each and every time you come with something, it's a what I say is a groovy movie. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
It's a
It's
different blood.
always appreciated. You know what I'm saying? So I'm paying homage to you. It's not really no questions I have because I
Yeah.
know you. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
most
saying?
definitely.
You know what
We
I'm saying? I
family.
know
You know what it is.
me and you is family. So
Yeah.
I'm just paying homage to you. You know, I'm still doing your thing, and congratulations to the whole death row situation and everything, and just everybody getting back to the money like it should have been.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I said before, me and Snoop, we had our problems over the years, you know what I'm saying, as being first cousins and misagreements, but we back on track now, you know what I'm saying? And ain't no bad feeling, ain't this bad feeling. It really wasn't even about rap. It was
Family is family at
family
the end of
shit,
the day.
you know what I'm saying? And that
Mm.
shit and dealing this, but now we back on one accord, we dropping albums. He's setting up stuff for us to do, you know what I'm saying? While we still doing it like Corrupt is on death row. I'm
Yeah,
not signed to death row.
right.
But I'm down with death row. For whatever Snoop need me to do, I'm gonna get it done. But as far as me, I'm gonna stay independent.
That's right.
Keep dropping the albums when I want to drop them. You know what I'm saying? I might want to drop another Dilly Part 2 tonight.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And
Got the
shout out,
right.
and like I said, shout out to Empire. I created with them guys when they first started, you know what I'm saying, and brought them around, brought them to Atlanta. And then they
So,
just hooked up with DJ Funky and just was every motherfucking way. You know how DJ Funky
no.
do.
Yeah, you know how funky do. So that means so you in the A, right?
Yep, I'm in the A, yeah.
So you coming to the Christmas party tonight?
Yep, I'm gonna come through there.
All right, I'll give you the information. I'll call you with the information later.
Information, yeah.
But like I said, I'm just paying homage and saying salute to my family. You know what I'm saying? Because he been keeping it true and putting it down. And
Yeah, most definitely.
you may not see what he doing, but when he pop up, he pop up. It ain't on no
I'm
bullshit.
blowing smoke, baby.
Groovy movie every time.
Yeah,
My guy.
it's a fact. Um, I know you got other questions, but I just had to ask this though, but because the quality of music that's coming out from veteran artists like
Yeah,
yourself is so good, right? I mean, honestly, that's why I'm more excited because, like you said, this is stuff that you said that these records you had for years. Some of
yeah.
these sounds and stuff, and you can feel it. It feels good. But was there ever a time that you felt pressured by society or by A&R and all the music bullshit that, yo, I can't really put this out. I can't be who I want to be. I can't release it the way I want to release it. Because I've heard other artists say there was a time where they felt they couldn't be themselves. Did that ever happen to you?
No, I didn't really never happen to me, but it probably happened to, from like the industry. We didn't really start getting rich till we got older
Mm.
to get the music back, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause everybody was stealing while we was young, you know what I'm saying? And when we got older and started touring more, and then when streaming came out, that just fucked everybody in the ass, you know what I'm saying? And just that was not get no more than $8 or $10 a unit. You
Mm.
get more like a penny now.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because when I look at like streams now, like my old songs, they be $10, $12 on BMI, and that shit add up a lot. But the new songs be like a penny.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And so, it's just, but later on in life, it adds up, from like years of music. I got so much music in the BMI and all that other system, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you know what you got, then you ain't got much, man. So keep on doing what you're doing and gather that shit up, you know what I'm saying? And it's a good thing, but I never felt pressure like that. I always been independent to drop my own music when I want to drop it. And
Mm.
then, one check come in, you know what I'm saying? It's like I press it up, whoever controls the music, and they control the money.
Yeah, I definitely think you're in a position to also do the direct to fan model. Web3, people releasing their albums as tokens, social tokens, NFTs, all of that stuff. It's a
Yeah.
bigger conversation, but the music's so good, and I just know people would want to.
I mean, I do it for the money, but I don't do it for the money. I just do it because I love the hip hop.
Yes,
I spend more money making an album than I make on an album.
but that's sort of my beef because I know you do it for the love of hip hop, but I
Yeah,
also feel like as a creator, as an artist, I don't care what type of art it is. It's art. It's coming out of your mind. Shit is alchemy to me.
it's
Right?
called creation. It's like they say, it's like a movie. Like you building pastry, you know what I'm saying? Building that vase, you know what I'm saying? And putting that shit or just rolling that blunt up, you know what I'm saying? And making sure ain't no holes in that motherfucker so you can smoke real good. That's how music is, you know what I'm saying? Just dropping that music and dropping it, dropping it, making it sound good. It's all about quality,
Right.
not quantity.
And I just want artists to get paid for that time it takes for you to make that vase or roll that blunt.
One day we'll think we'll get paid, Now they
Mm.
come back with flat top. That shit been around for a long time. Everything go around in a circle.
Mm.
So maybe we'll get paid again in the future. You know what I'm saying? Because right now we big, like Barry White and all them old school artists that we used to listen to. Now that
Mm.
money making that shit making money right now. You know what I'm saying? People sampling. Now I get a lot of people that sample my music. You know what I'm saying? Like Jeezy and T Grizzly sample Tupac. I get half of that song.
Mm.
So it's a lot of that from Ambitious. I think I got about 7,000 sample clearances from just Ambitious of a Rider alone. You know what I'm
Tupac.
saying?
Wow.
So, Tupac blessed me with that jewel. You know what I'm saying? So to get paid for the rest of my life for that, you know what I'm saying? And I Ain't Mad at You and different other songs and shit like that, that's 50%.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So I just kick back, relax, stay out of everybody motherfucking business, mind my own. I got my own problem. And
Ah, shoot.
yeah.
Let's DJ Big Red ask a question. We're gonna play a song, DJ Low Memphis. When we come back from that song, you Quantum Leap, we'll get into it. Go ahead, Big Red.
Hey, what's going on, brother Daz? I like
What's
to
up, Big
thank you
Red?
for I like to thank you for being on the call, brother, man. I've been a fan of your music and a fan of your work. I love the joint that you just listened to. It sounds like it got that skin on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah. So hey, so you were you a big fan of the funk era? Cause I hear a lot of the funk, you know what I'm saying, in your music when you produce it.
yeah, most definitely. I'm a 70s baby. I'm born 73. So, growing up in that, you hear all the great music. And then plus when we got into music, we was hanging with these cats.
Right,
Like
right,
like the Ohio players, you know what I'm saying?
right.
Frankie Beverly. I mean, we was hanging with Rick James. You know what I mean?
What's
So
up?
that's, what I'm saying, stuff like that is real familiar in my head, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I base my thing, because that type of music will never change, with a drum machine or without.
Right, right, right. So like for us listening to Cameo and all that
Yeah,
stuff right there, man. Now working with even with the music you got now, that sounds amazing, man. Cause it's good ride music. You can tell if you gonna smoke with it, it's good smoking music. You know what I'm saying? Which what you're doing right now. So you know, it's that music that you know what I mean that a lot of people can that like that good vibe relate to. So within this project, what was your goal when working on the project that you dropped on the 15th?
I need to be in the mix.
Got it.
Everybody out here from everybody dropping albums, Snoop, Ice Cube, this person, that person, this person. I'm like, fuck it, I need to get in this shit too. You know what I'm saying? So let me go and create an album in 4 days, mix it, put it out, make the cover, shoot me a video, and get back to the house.
That's what's up. Did you work on the Tupac? I'm not sure. Now, did you work on the Tupac on the realest shit I ever wrote?
No, I didn't do Machiavelli. I did All Eyes on
You
Me.
didn't do Machiavelli? All Eyes on Me. Okay, all right. Because I said
As soon as he got out of jail, I was the first person who recorded with him. The first song we did was "Ambitious of a Rider." That's why that song was so aggressive.
Man, that was a dope song just to have. You said you could just kick back and just collect from that right there, man. Like I said,
what would you say?
What would you say? What would you tell most producers? You know what I'm saying, so they can have the same. You know, everybody got their own chemistry. You dig? So what you think if you the as a chemist, if you could put everything into a vase and make it to be like you need this ingredient, and this ingredient, if you're gonna be a dope producer, what do you think? What's some of the things most producers are gonna need?
They're gonna have to put some love in that shit, man. Love that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
The passion, the kick. You know what I'm saying? Like Dr. Dre taught me with the kick, make a kick, but turn the highs down. And then turn the kick up. So when it boom, like that, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna hit. You know what I'm saying? So making sure that boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays it's about them speakers and how niggas want to ride in their car. So you gotta think about all that shit when you making music. You know what I'm saying? The high, the frequencies, the beat might stop, come back in. It's all a motherfucking feeling.
Well, hey, I appreciate you taking my questions, man, and much success to your album you just dropped. I'm gonna bang it because I like it, baby. I'm telling you, it's a groovy. Like my boy C Styles said, it's a groovy movie. I love it, baby.
Most definitely, I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate you.
For sure, for sure.
I'm C Styles and I co-sign that.
I'm smoking that, see?
All right, well, let's get into another joint for the project. We on with Dilly the Dog, aka Daz Dillinger.
Yeah.
Which joint we want to rock with next, man? I feel like I'm gonna hit
I really be trying to show niggas what it is about life. So, you know, who do you love?
Okay, let's get into that
Who
joint.
do you love? Do you love yourself more than you love money? And, you know, and this is one of my nicest songs that I put together. I love this one song.
All right, let's do it, man. We at New Music Wednesdays. We'll be right back. Check this joint out.
That nigga Cool Dollar be mixing his motherfucking ass off.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Man, shout out to the chat, man. The chat is crazy, man. I don't gotta say nothing. The chat says everything. Everybody just talks and gets busy.
I made that beat off Logic.
So what do you use now?
I use Logic, Reasons, anything that make a motherfucking beat that got audio to it.
Dang, yo. What was your first one? Like, what was your the entry point? What was you rocking with?
Shit, let me get it for you. Hold up.
Man, we getting a whole history lesson. Shout out to Daz in the building. Hello, Memphis. How you feeling over there in Memphis, man?
Man, I'm good, man. Shit, I hear the flavor. Man, this see the West Coast music would never it would never end. This shit's good. Their music sound good, man. Period. I don't care. And hey, all the greats came from Cali. What I know, shit. Even Roger Trappin used that thing with his Snoop Dogg and them and Dre and them. They just got a different style, man, than all this other stuff. I don't know. They music just sound different, man. I'm just saying when I was growing up, man, Snoop Dogg and Cuz, um, his shit, man, his shit just different, man. This shit different. You can tell how they make their music. All this other shit, is trap. It don't stand up to it. I'm just being real. This music got a groove to it. It's real groovy. It's a real West Coast sound. That's now this. I've been like, damn. I'd heard all this type of music on these West Coast. You know, the West is a West Coast sound. That's a good sound. Cause they got some good flavor, man. You know what I'm saying? This shit would never die. When Tupac brought that and uh Tupac and Snoop Dogg and
Digital
you know
Underground.
yeah, Digital Underground, man, and Roger Troutman and Easy Eating them. That was Bone them. That was the shit. That's the shit. All these, I'm just saying, it sounds different.
I
Man,
just
even
look at it like this. I just look at it like this, like Easy and everybody from back then. That's when the cocaine hit the block. Everybody was migrating and shit. You know what I'm saying? Going to different states, going here, and all the dope was coming from the West and from Texas
I
and
swear.
all the other type of shit. So it's like the music and all that shit was going, and that's what really was, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it just stayed because we was taking the music from the funk, which
Right.
Roger Troutman, George
Right.
Clinton, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Parliament, you know,
Yep.
Champagne Evelyn Kane, you know what I'm saying? Shit
right.
like that.
Right. But I'm just saying when I was younger and I was into music. I was into music, but this music right here just sounds just different. It it
Yeah.
it, it killed. Everybody was rocking it when Tupac came out and when Dog Panel came out with they man the east side. Hey, I see here folks in their Chevy. Man, you listen to these sides. Who these sides? All that Snoop Dogg. Oh, yeah, cuz them. They straight. They shit sound good, man. It sound good. Keep doing what y'all doing, man. Keep doing what y'all doing. Don't stop. Please don't.
I ain't gonna stop, man. I'm 51 years old,
Don't
man.
stop.
Shit, I
Don't
gotta
stop.
keep
Tell Drake,
keep the
don't stop.
train riding.
Hell
Don't
yeah.
stop.
Well,
Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop making music, man. Please don't.
No, I don't stop, man.
Cause
I'm a producer. I'm a producer first, so I'm always keep making.
yes,
see,
sir.
I would love to make some music with you. I would love to. I
Oh
would
yeah,
love to
most
make
definitely.
the
I got
whole
my
the
one
whole
year
thing.
old. I got my 1 year old daughter. She played piano real good.
Wow.
Okay.
1 year old.
So,
Yep, and then
so
my name Daznay. Then my oldest daughter, her name Dasmine, and she produced too. So she real good. She just turned 27, and she's a orchestra. You know what I'm saying? And really get down. So all my kids really is like musical. And my mother played piano, and my mother was an R&B singer from the 70s. You know what I'm saying? Her name was Lynn Pardo. So if you can look up her music, she wrote songs for Bobby Blue Bland. She wrote songs for James Cleveland. She wrote songs for Stax Records. And the plus, I own all that music now. So, you know, so I have my mother catalog along with my catalog, you know.
Wow.
So
mm,
this, and then my mother, she turned gospel and then she started working with Matty Moss Clark and all
mm.
that. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, just musically inclined.
Well, look, I
So
know we
I
got a lot of time left, so low. We have to go to the next question. You know,
cool. Go ahead. Go. I ain't gonna take the time. It's
well,
all
okay.
good. I know. It's all
All right.
good. Oh,
Well,
you
come
know
on.
PC, man.
We gonna go to Quantum Leap and get into the mix. Thank you, DJ Low Memphis.
Yo, Daz, what's up, man? I got a quick question. Hopefully, it hadn't been answered yet. You were on Drink Champs when Dog Pound was on Drink Champs. Y'all was promoting the album, which, by the way, I think is an underrated album for this year. We All We Got. You mentioned that the Dog Pound would be dropping another album soon,
Yeah.
and it's going to be produced by you. Is that still happening?
Yeah, it's still happening. We putting the 30th anniversary together for the dog food, and we shooting a movie called I Don't Like to Dream About Getting Paid. So
Okay.
it's,
I didn't. Yeah. Next year be 30 years. I didn't think about that. Yeah, 95.
Yeah, next year be 30 years in the game on that album. And you know what I'm saying, and just taking a song and making a movie out of it. So we're gonna come out with a new album. I Don't Like to Dream About Getting Paid, the movie and the soundtrack.
Okay, and then I guess one other question happened as I was sitting here and y'all were talking about New York, New York. So I just wanna, and maybe to make sure that my thoughts are clear.
All right.
Who did that beat for New York, New York? Well, that was DJ Pooh, right?
Yeah, DJ Pooh did it for B.I.G., Notorious B.I.G. on the St. Ives commercial.
St. Ives commercial, yeah.
But it was just for the St. Ives commercial.
Okay, yeah,
Really
and that's what I was. Yeah, okay. I wanted to make sure because and the St. Ives came before New York, New York, though.
It came before that, and we asked DJ Pooh, "What's up with the beat?" He just said, "Man, we just used it for a St. Ives commercial. We already paid Biggie. He paid. You know, they did the commercial already. So
right.
we took the beat and Corrupt rapped on it, and we really didn't think it was a diss because you know we had Melly Mel in the studio.
Yeah. Okay. Now that's all I had, man. But look, the album, in terms of what I've heard so far, I like it. I would only say, man, I'm on the radio. I'm on FM. So I definitely need some radio edits. I know Digiwaxx, we got the album, but I think it's all the dirty. If you got some radio edits.
I got a whole radio album I just put. So Kudala, he chopping that up right now. So
Dope.
Put it together.
Yeah, we just for clearance, we just got the album yesterday, so it's up already. The dirty versions, but I'm sure
blast it out, man. You know that's what the music is here for, man. Let's get it.
Yeah, so I'm sure Daz, we'll probably have to clean up by probably what, tomorrow or something?
Yeah, I have it tonight. Yeah, I send it to you.
I need that.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. The one and the only DJ Queen B.
What's up? What's up? Salute.
Up? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Queen B out of Hartford, Connecticut. I just want to salute you. I've been listening to the West Coast since I was young. My brother put me on NAA, and yeah, I'm 8 years old listening to NAA. Okay, and I even did an article in school about Ice Cube talking about police brutality. So I just want to salute you to your contribution to hip hop. Definitely, I'm here in Connecticut, and I will throw a whole West Coast set. And definitely, you know your music is already included in it. So
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, I just want to salute you and on your new project. And I see your mom, she was a songwriter, so she was in the industry.
Yeah, my mom started out writing songs for Bobby Blue Bland. She wrote the song called To Be Friends. So if you put in Bobby Blue Bland, To Be Friends, she wrote that song. She wrote songs for James Cleveland. She wrote songs for all them Stax artists and stuff, you know what I'm saying? All her good friends over there, Monk Wiggins, like everybody.
I know she was very instrumental to you while growing up as a songwriter. What have you taken with her? What have you learned from her that you take with you now to this day in songwriting?
Time and passion. Take your time with it. If the passion is there, it's gonna come. You know, don't rush it, and make sure to hit.
Awesome. And who would you like to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
I work with a lot of people, but anybody that want to work with me, I'm always down to work with anybody, you know, who got talent, who really want to go out there and get it, no matter what it is, who you are, you know what I'm saying? It'd be Elvis and coming out of the grave, coming from him. But, you know, just good talent, good voice, good structure. You can feel it, you know.
Awesome. Well, thank you for taking my question, and just keep going. I know you already did.
Thank you, Ms. Boyd.
You're welcome.
All right, we got DJ Manny Faces and then Vaughn Mack. So we're gonna keep it short, brief, but good. So go ahead, my brother, Manny Faces.
You already know what up, Daz. What's going on,
what's
brother?
Up with it?
Hey, listen, man. I'm not even gonna take up your time, man. All I want to do is give you flowers, man. Let people know, man, how the major impact that you had on hip hop. You know what I'm saying? The music alone, bro. So for those who don't know, they need to get with it and do the research for
Oh
real
yeah,
and get with
appreciate
it straight up. Definitely, man. Salute to you, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. You're a very big inspiration, man, to a lot of not only to MCs but producers, man. You feel
it.
me?
Yeah,
So,
for sure. Right.
definitely. And DJs too, man. A lot of people don't know. Dan's a
I
DJ
could
too.
DJ. Yeah, I'm a DJ first. I started out DJing first. That's how
Yes,
I started producing, mixing, trimming, and blending everything in. You know what I'm saying?
yes, yes,
I
yes.
stole my turntables, my first one from Calvin from the VIP. You need the trash taken out? Yeah, throw the trash out. Man, I got 2 turntables in the bank, throwing out with a pyramid mixer with the wood on it. You know,
Ooh-wee. Oh man. I just want to salute you, brother, man, and flower. Give you flowers, man.
thanks,
Salute.
man. I
You
appreciate
know.
it, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Love is love. And we gotta ask my man Vaughn Mac what is
Man,
going on, holding it down.
Yes,
New
sir.
yes,
York City
sir.
Zone. Vaughn, talk to my brother Daz, man. What's good?
Yo, peace and love from New York, Daz. Big Brooklyn in the
Yeah.
house. I carry a boombox to this day, beloved. So we was talking about playing shits on the streets, and I pull up anywhere, church, the airport, after the party. I got the joints going. But anyways, right? I like,
Radio Vine, like Radio Raheem.
yeah. I'm the original me though.
Exactly.
So what Queen B said something that wasn't my original question because I was going to ask you, or encourage you to get more into media, movies. Why are you not a guest judge on these music shows and shit like that? So I want to build with you on some media, marketing, advertising shit. But that's the only way you're really gonna win.
Yeah.
Try to sell anything to the people, right?
Yeah,
So blessing. But my thing real quick was when y'all was 16, that was crazy. Y'all had 200,000, 300,000. It's crazy from motherfucker Suge Knight. But was y'all saying y'all was rappers? Or was y'all saying, yo, we doing this hip hop shit?
we was MCs.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? We was MCs
Respect that. I like that.
in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I was producing hip hop. We was doing it all. We was going to New York. We was in the tunnel. We was everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? So shit. It was MC shit. You know what I'm saying? From Method Man used to come pick us up. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. You know what I'm saying? Ja Rule the Damager. That era. It was hip hop.
Word.
We just brought a little gangster to it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. I'm glad everybody know that now. And Digiwaxx, when the guests get on, I think we should all make our backgrounds they single or album cover as a nice warm welcome, and then everybody can get back to being on their own shit.
Yeah, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying, CL?
You can do that. I like that.
That's fire. I would feel, I'd be like, damn, all y'all got y'all at, yo, that's love, man. You bring a more even realer side. He's so real. He don't even realize, he don't even care about him being a celebrity. He just working, he having fun, he smoking his weed, take care of his family, he building business. I've been listening the whole time.
Oh
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? I love people like that.
I
That's
just
why I
learned
work.
off others. You know what I'm saying? I hang with a lot of dudes that's in the military, you know what I'm saying? Black people that's out here in Atlanta, they like colonel in the military. Ain't a lot of black colonels in the military. So
Word.
my best friend, his name is Jeff. You know what I'm saying? He a light colonel, he retired and everything, you know what I'm saying? So he just go around and find houses and that type of shit. So I got into all that and into construction because like he said, one thing about life, you got to have somewhere to lay your head down there
Word.
comfortably. You
That's a
know what I'm
fact.
saying? So that's the number one business in the world. Leasing. Now they say leasing. It used to be renting.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's leasing.
Word.
And new terminology, new shit. They tearing down the old, building in the new right now. You know what I'm saying? So everybody really better get up on these laws and shit because they passing them every day. We don't even know about that.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying? It's just about you being educated enough to turn on the news.
And show thyself approved. You got
Yeah,
to know
most
that you know
definitely.
that you know. You got to know for yourself.
Yeah, the knowledge of self, man. You got to have that.
Yes, sir. Day one. So
Yeah.
we'll connect about the media marketing and advertising
I
piece.
hit you up too. I got you, Von, man.
Yes, sir. One love. God bless. Love y'all. I'm about to get out of here.
Blessing.
Blessing. Love, love, love. Thanks, yo.
Nah, no doubt, no doubt. Quan, you got something real quick?
Yeah, real quick, man. This is something else I've been wanting to know for years, Daz, and I'm going back here. But I was always wondering why was What Would They Do not on the album?
What would you do?
Yes. It was a video single for it and everything. And I was just like, why is this not on the record?
Yeah, because the first one was on the soundtrack, Born to Kill or some shit like that.
Yeah. But the video version, I think that's what was on the soundtrack. But I thought y'all were gonna put that on the album. I just wanted to know what was kind of the decision at that time, if you remember. I know I'm going back.
Yeah, it was like that because we had put it on that soundtrack and it was on Interscope. And then I had came with an idea to take Murder Was the Case and told Suge Knight and them, let's make a soundtrack out of this, you know what I'm saying? Because I had took that picture that Snoop got on the album cover.
Yeah.
I took that picture. I thought I had the whole album right there.
Yeah.
The whole Murder Was the Case album, everything. They just took credit for it. You know what I'm saying? But I had the pictures. I had to start doing the songs, all that type of stuff. So I told them, let's take that song off that soundtrack and I'm going to add a little bit more music and we're going to shoot a video for it. You know what I'm saying? And then we got nominated for a Grammy for that song.
Oh, I did not know that.
For this song, we got nominated for.
That shit was cold, dog. Like I remember I used to see that on Rap City, where they used to do the top 10. And it was like, that'd be the only place I ever saw it. Yeah.
And I made that song off of Bounce Rock Skate.
Yeah. Now, and one other question I think you was trying to get to, but you might have forgot. What are you using these days in terms of production?
Right now, I just got a couple of keyboards. I got this right here too. This is a Juno 106. I stole this from Dick Griffey. You know who Dick Griffey is, right?
Yeah. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah. He the one that discovered Shalimar, the Whispers, all that. He had Solar Records. We recorded the whole Chronic at Solar Studio. So that's one of the keyboards I took out of there. And it's been a vintage keyboard, you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers online going for $2,000-$3,000.
But Dick Griffey used to look out for a lot of y'all, right? Like he wasn't one of those ones I'll say
He used to let us in the studio. He used to let us in the studio, but I used to hotwire myself in the studio because you had to be a code down there. I'll take the whole locker box out, put a piece of foil, hit that thing, and go to the third floor, and it's going up. Then I started corrupting them in there. They like, man, what the fuck? He was a genius. And we used to just go to the third floor and record. And then he caught me recording over his tapes. Because back then we didn't have no tape. So I was recording over the Whispers, Masters, and all kind of shit.
God damn.
So I was learning.
That's what's up, man. Good history, though. Good history, man.
Yeah, most definitely. Shout out to, rest in peace to Dick Griffey. You know what I'm saying? He was a classic, man. He's like the Suge Knight of their days.
Right.
Amazing, man. That was crazy, man. Hey, Karen, we got to let Daz go. If you got something, it got to be like 10 seconds, Karen. Go ahead.
I just got a second. I want to say, this is a great interview, and I'm so delighted to hear you, give big ups to people that did things that they don't often mention. But, I know you're going in the studio every day, feeling yourself doing your thing. Are you dabbing at all in any artificial intelligence? And I don't mean artificial to make up what you do good, but are you using any of the modern things that artificial intelligence does to make your work go faster or go harder?
Now my son let me hear my voice over a YG song, and it just really, fucked me up inside, But it's like, I'm learning it. I'll be writing poems and stuff with the AI and stuff like that, and just learning it, you know what I'm saying? And how can we get better insight on what's going on in this computer world, you know what I'm saying? So don't be internet stupid, you know what I'm saying? Learn a lot more, you know what I'm saying? How can I get in on the AI shit?
That's you. I know you're going to do it, and I'll be looking to hear more of that coming in. It just makes it better. Like you can be a Beetlejuice about 5 times, get beside yourself about 5 or 6 times, all at once.
Definitely. That AI is a monster.
Indeed it is. And I'm loving every minute of it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, CL.
All right, Miss Carrie.
Anything for you, no problem. Okay. Well, Dad, look, there's other questions. A lot of people want to talk to you, man. You know, it's ill because it's like I don't know if you do a lot of interviews, man, because there's a lot of
I
Jews who
mean, just tell everybody hit me up at Daz Dillinger Music at Gmail, and I'll get with them.
yeah, that's the question. Everybody wants to do interviews. Daz Dillinger Music at Gmail. I'll put it in the chat for everybody. Um, and yo, man, thank you for pulling up. Project is out now. Go support it.
Yeah.
And, you know, if anybody needs it, it is up on Digiwaxx.
Digiwaxx. I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you need me, you already know you got my number.
Say no more, brother. You already know.
Salute.
Hey, no doubt. We're gonna get into another record. And man, that was amazing, man. I got to say that. Like, shout out to Dad. And Dick Griffey, man. That